There we go now. What book would you like me to bring you this evening, Misty?
What book? Yes, where shall we go tonight? Some Shelley, I suppose, would be appropriate. Dreary, like Ozymandias. Nothing beside remains. It is books, Barbara, and our hunger for, or ignorance of them, that will define us.
Yes, Misty.
I said that in my... In my Nobel lecture, yes, that's the one.
Oh, yes, Misty, your Nobel Prize. Isn't that something? I brag on you to all my girlfriends. Tell them I work for Miss Doris Lessing.
Prizes are silly things, Barbara. I thought so even when I didn't have them. You know why they give them to me now.
Because you're such a good writer.
Because I'm still alive. Because I made it this far. And if that's cause for celebration, still, the speech I gave was good, as those things go. I spoke of a girl who was reading. Yes, now, yes, I meant Shelley the poet, actually. Mr. Shelley. This is the wife.
Oh, I'll get the right one.
No. The hand of fate. The hand, Barbara, has chosen this for me tonight, and I shall rise to the occasion. It's been some time since I visited the proud doctor in his creation. Would you possibly read some of this to me? My eyes, dear, are tired.
Of course. Did I request thee, Maker, from my clay to mould me man? Did I solicit thee from darkness?
Oh, no, skip the beginning, the ice and all that. Put me somewhere in the middle. Did I request thee, Maker, from my clay? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know, he drowned at 30. The husband, I mean. To have died young, instead of this. Instead of constantly being reminded of the way suffering has proliferated all around you. It's just all broken beyond repair.
I started from my sleep with horror. A cold dew covered my forehead, my teeth chattered, and every limb became convulsed, when, by the dim and yellow light of the moon, as it forced its way through the window shutters, I beheld the wretch, the miserable monster whom I had created. He held up the curtain of the bed, and his eyes, if eyes they may be called, were fixed on me. His jaws opened, and he uttered some articulate sounds, while a grin wrinkled his cheeks. He might have spoken, but I did not hear. One hand was stretched out, seeming to detain me.
Do you have children, Barbara?
Yes, Miss T. You know I have my 3 babies.
Oh, yes, I expect you told me 7 times today. Children can be such a terrible bore, can't they? Even your own. Do you love your children? No, that's not... Do you like your children? Do they excite you? Do they challenge you? Do they interest you?
All of those things?
Yes, all of them at once.
Yes, ma'am, they do.
Good. When you get to be my age, Barbara, you're expected to be wondering as to how you've left things for your children. Yes, you're meant to think of your children. And if they might like to murder you in your sleep.
Maybe I should skip ahead.
Fine.
For the first time also, I felt the duties of a creator towards his creature, and that I ought to render him happy. I ought to render him happy. You know what that makes me think of, Miss D? All the characters.
Barbara, if my children come in with knives,
You made me with your words. I'm the girl from your speech, the one reading the books.
Oh, Really?
Yes.
Turn into the light. Let me see your face. You look so like the woman. The woman who cares for me.
I am a woman who cares for you. But you must help me.
Must I?
Yes. You only gave me a third of the book.
What?
Anna Karenina. In the speech, you said I was reading it, but you only gave me part. And I do not know what happens to Varenka.
You have to go slower, dear. I don't remember the speech.
In my village, there is a drought. You made the drought.
You're welcome.
And we all stand in line to get water, to buy water from a man who has a shop.
An Indian man?
Yes, you remember. When I wait, I read this book, Anna Karenina, the only book he has.
Trickled down to you from some tourist who brought it on a plane with him once.
But only part of it.
Yes, the book was too big, too unwieldy. So the man on the plane tore it into thirds.
And I only have this third. And I must know what happens to Varenka. She's my favourite. She is my children's favourite. Does she marry the mushroom man?
The what?
I will remind you. Varenka is picking mushrooms with a man named Sergei. This man likes her. She likes the man. The grass is green and the sky is blue, and they are picking the mushroom. She has a little basket like this, and they are looking at each other deep into the eyes, like this. And then he smiles. I remember what the man wrote, the writer.
Tolstoy.
Yes, he wrote, "It was a smile that said too much." I know this smile. Do you not know also? And then the man goes to be alone, to think. Men do this. He smokes. Men do this. He says, "Do I love her?" And he hears her calling the children. "Varenka, where are you? Come and play with us." "I am coming, children. I will play with you." And he smiles again. I too call children. I will say, "Children, come here now." Do you think this will find me a new man? And Sergei says, "She's poor and that is good. I do not know why it is good, but I am poor too, and that is not so bad." And he says, "She is pretty, and I am, of course, so pretty too." And then the man says he has decided to marry her, and then the book runs out.
Ah.
So,
It's been so long since I read it. No, I don't remember.
but you do not have a copy here, like a full copy.
No, I believe I've lent it.
Tolstoy.
Tolstoy. The books are so confused, though. There's no real order. You could spend days...
Anna Karenina.
Ah, but which translation is that? You should only read the Pavir.
Will you read it to me? My reading goes so slow. My children always want to know the story fast. So fast, I say, you must wait. The words move slowly.
I would, but my eyes are so weak in this light. She doesn't marry the mushroom man.
She does not?
I wish I could tell you she does, but I will not treat you like a child. She does not marry Sergei, because in the moment of truth they are both too frightened to ask for what they want, and the moment passes. The moment is lost, forever.
This is not a good ending. I will not tell this to my children. I will make a new ending for them.
Don't be a fool. That's what Tolstoy knew, and why we love him, though he hurts us. Sometimes the distance is too far, our hearts are too timid, and the damage done is irreversible. Your children live in a world that does not have enough war to support them. Lie to them now, and they will only learn it later. Tell them the truth.
The truth. I think if I tell my children a better story, that will be the first step in making it the truth. Yes? What have I
said? No, not you, dear. Oh, dear. Really, truly, after all the years, the violence, the war, at this sorry stage of my decrepitude, will I be made poor by a poor child to accept a happy ending? How do you stay so smiley in the struggle of your life?
How do you?
I don't.
But you do. Because I am from you. I am part of you.
My son was a coffee farmer in Zimbabwe. And one year there was a drought. He cared so much for the birds, the trees, the river, that it tore him up to see it all shrivel and die. He had a heart attack. The day after he died, the rains came. Perhaps I was thinking of that when I made you.
What will happen to Veronica now?
How shall we rewrite this masterpiece? The grass is green.
The grass is green.
The sun is shining.
Veronica is smiling.
Sergei's heart is beating.
She takes a step toward him.
And he says,
do you love me as I love you?
and she says,
I'm scared.
but
I will learn to love you.
I will make space for you in my mind,
In my heart,
and I will keep you there always.
I will do for you as I will do for myself.
I will want for you as I will want for myself.
I will hope for you as I hope for myself.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, and always yes.